Welcome back. Tonight we are tracking a band of moderate snow that's moving from southwest Nebraska through south central Nebraska and is on its way to southeast Nebraska. You can see the darker blues now from Hebron back over towards Kearney, and that's where this band is at. Over the last hour, you can see how this is all moving off to the northeast. It is filling in. Wherever you're seeing the darker blues, that's likely where we are seeing a moderate snow currently falling. Again, from Hebron up towards the Kearney area. In fact, Fairbury about to see some of that heavier snow coming in. It's now moving in, just beginning to move into Hebron right now. This will keep lifting off to the north and east. I wanted to show you the view again from down in Axtell and Kearney County. You can see the snow coming down under the lights, and just at the top of the show we showed you where there were some tire tracks through the road. They're pretty much gone, especially as you go further down the road. You're not seeing as much of that now. So we'll see a lot of that going on tonight. So if you've got to get up early tomorrow morning to travel, know that you can have some covered roads for sure across the area. Visibility is dropping down to 1.75 miles in Holdridge because of the snow. Half-mile visibility out in McCook right now due to the snow that's out there. Stormcast, as we go through the overnight hours, doing a very good job on the placement of the bands of snow right now. We'll take you through the overnight hours, and notice by 2, 3 o'clock in the morning we'll start to see it moving into the Lincoln area. Stop it at 7 o'clock tomorrow morning as we still keep snow showers over the top of Lincoln, Seward, and Crete, also out towards York. There may be some drier air just to the south that tries to get worked in just a bit, so don't be surprised if the snow gets cut off for maybe an hour or two before the moisture moves back in, fills back into the area. Now here we are at noon tomorrow. Notice generally along and north of I-80 we're talking all snow. Right along I-80, we're likely talking all snow. It's south of I-80 where we may start to see some warmer air aloft between 4,000 and 6,000 feet beginning to move into the area. That will allow the snow to melt on its way to the ground, and there's still some question as to how deep that layer is going to be of warm air. If it's shallow, it'll refreeze either as some sleet or maybe even time to get back to snow. If it's a deeper layer, we're talking freezing rain because it's not going to freeze until it gets down to the ground. And I think what you're seeing here, where you're seeing some of these other colors popping into the pinks, that's where the computer model is indicating freezing rain. Just the regular pink, we're talking about the chance for some sleet. So you can see how that begins to move into portions, probably the southern third of Lancaster County. Still 20 miles north or south could make a big difference as far as snowfall totals. But by 2 o'clock, we're still talking freezing rain from Beatrice and areas to the south before it changes over to all rain by 5 o'clock and then eventually starts to move out of the area. And again, northern areas are all talking all snow out of this. So how much are we thinking? I haven't changed the forecast much at all from 5 and 6. I still think there could be a heavy band from Broken Bow up towards O'Neill up into South Dakota of 5, 7, maybe even some higher amounts than that of snow. Outside of that, the darker blues, we're talking 4 to 6 inches of snow for North Platte, Norfolk, also towards Columbus. And then south of there could be 3 to 5 inches of snow, which would include the Lincoln area, also out towards York and Seward, Grand Island and Hastings. South of there down towards Hebron, Fairbury, we're talking probably 2 to 4. And then I've got an area of 1 to 3 off to the south and east, and that's where we could likely see some more sleet as well as some of that freezing rain. So by tomorrow morning for the morning commute, we could see 1/4 inch to nearly 2 inches in Lincoln, 1 to 2 in Grand Island, nearly an inch in Seward, and just a dusting to a 1/2 inch in Omaha. For the evening commute, I think it's going to be a little messier. 2.5 to 4 inches in Lincoln, 2 to 4 in Grand Island, 2 to 4 in Seward, 3 to 4.5, maybe even 5 inches of snow in Omaha. So keep that in mind if you are having to commute tomorrow. Also, we will be dealing with the possibility of some freezing rain. So you can see the computer model suggesting maybe 1/4 inch down towards Falls City, maybe upwards of 1/10 inch in Beatrice. This slides just slightly north, we could be dealing with a little bit of freezing rain in the Lincoln area. So on my freak out meter, scale 0 to 10, giving an idea how bad the storm is. And then on the outside, this is just my descriptions, suggesting a 3 out of 10. So buy a shovel. We probably will be shoveling some snow in the Lincoln area. Winter storm warnings are in effect off to the east from 6 o'clock tomorrow morning through 6 o'clock Wednesday morning. Winter weather advisories for the rest of the state. So by 7 a.m., we'll see temperatures in the mid-20s. Tomorrow afternoon, highs only in the upper 20s to low 30s. 7-day forecast, 30 degrees on Wednesday, down to 5 degrees Thursday morning with the snowpack, 33 Thursday for New Year's Eve, 28 degrees as we kick in 2021. And as we head towards next week, temperatures going from the mid-40s early in the week, perhaps into the low to mid-50s with a chance for some showers coming in by January 6th, and then back to low 40s for January 7th.